Hi everyone, welcome to Make Your Own Destiny podcast, the number one podcast in the entire world. So, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you're looking for ways to hustle on the side to increase your income? Yeah, you're in the right place. So, today we'll be reviewing a lot of different ways that you can make money online and offline. The ways that we're going to discuss today, they're actually guaranteed ways, and some of these ways are the ways that we have done ourselves. So, yeah, we are talking from experience, so just sit there and take notes. So some of these ways, they don't even require capital to start. You can literally start today and start earning money today. So no matter how old are you, no matter what skills you have, today we're gonna cover different ways. So we have ways for everyone, no matter the age that you are. So just stick around and watch this entire episode to the very end. Yeah, maybe you're gonna get something for you today. Join us as we dive into the world of money. Actually, most people don't like talking about money. Like, whenever you talk about money, people get so uncomfortable. Yeah, but today we're going to explain to you like a lot of ways. And actually, we are sharing all this information for free for everyone. All we ask is to like this video or to follow us, subscribe, so that you're not gonna miss the next episode. I'm actually with my co-host here, Monty. Yeah, he's an entrepreneur. He's gonna introduce himself. He has a lot of businesses, a lot of hustles going on with him. How are you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. As Musa said, obviously it's make your own destiny talk. So this podcast is to show you guys of different ways you can make money. And not only that, we forgot to mention, we would be having guests here, entrepreneurs, government officials, explaining to the world of how you can generate income as a young person or no matter who you are. So all we're asking from you guys, I mean, it's free, right?
Yeah, it's totally free.
All we're asking is for you to just follow, like, comment, subscribe, and share it to your friend. I mean, if you're going to gain something from this, why don't just tell your friend as well, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So, welcome to our new podcast, but don't worry, you will gain a lot from this.
Yeah, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because we're going to be dropping massive amount of value in this podcast. First of all, before we talk about how to make money, we need to understand, like, what is money? What is money, bro? Like, what is money? The whole concept of money, like, what is it?
I mean,
2,000 years later.
I can talk. But then what type of money are we going to talk about? I mean, people look at money in different ways. Someone might see it as happiness. Someone might see it as something that has a lot of value. Someone might see it as the only reason they want to like live is just to get the money, get the mullah, go up in life. But that's my point of view. I mean, everyone has their own view. What's your point of view on money?
Before you know what money is, I think you need to understand, like, what are the qualities of money, right?
Okay.
Money has different qualities. For something to be money, it has to be a medium of exchange. It has to be a unit of account. It has to be transfer of value, store of value. So there's a difference. Like, let me make an example here. Because I have some paper that most people call them money. This is a piece of paper, right? It's actually Tanzanian shilling, right? Mm-hmm. This is not money, bro. It lacks like all those qualities of money, like store of value, right? This thing cannot store value because it has no value in itself, right?
Yeah.
It's just a piece of paper, right? So this we call it fiat currency. For something to be money, first of all, it needs to have value in itself. I believe like the only real money is gold and silver because they have value in themselves. Yeah, but they lack other qualities of good money, but at least they can store value, right? Bro, like if you have this 10,000 T shillings, right? In January, if you had it in January, you could buy a lot of things with it.
Yeah.
But right now, it has decreased value
Yeah.
because of several factors such as inflation. Yeah, so this is actually just a piece of paper that the government told us, okay, this is worth 10,000 shillings. And because people trust the government, they take the word.
I mean, there you go. It's been like 5 minutes and someone has already learnt about money. Now you know what money is. Some things or qualities about money. I mean, before we dive into actually the ways of making money, I mean, we are diving in. We just came back from FIFA.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on FIFA?
The World Cup was really nice.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about money today, let's talk about how you can make money through the World Cup. So that maybe if someone wants to visit the World Cup next time, you can go there, enjoy, have fun, watch, I don't know, Lionel Messi. In 2026, the World Cup is in
America, Canada, and Mexico.
It's going to be crazy, right?
That's going to be a crazy one. I mean, we're not even speaking from someone who's going to make money. We're speaking this from experience. So what happened was we went to Qatar with some extra tickets. How much did we buy them for? We bought them for $200.
Yeah, for $200.
And we got there. We obviously we had extra tickets. We got there and we decided to go sell the tickets because we didn't have anyone else to go with. And how much did the guy want to buy the tickets for?
Now it depends. Some people wanted to buy them for like 1,000. Some offers, we got offers for 600. The highest offer we got, it was match for Argentina. Is it Argentina or France, Australia?
It was.
Tell the money. Tell the money. My friend, sell me Argentina. $1,000. $1,200.
No.
My friend, $1,500. $1,500 last price. I sell them for $1,800. I win $300. My friend, game is only 90 minutes, my friend. After it's finished.
Take my number.
It wasn't determined yet, but France already went through, so they were not sure who's gonna go through. But then people were still like shaky. They just wanted the tickets in case their team went through.
Yeah.
But then,
so like that's one of the best side hustles. Like just imagine if you can buy tickets for low prices and then you can resell them for high prices. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean the main concept here is not just tickets; it's just reselling. There's shoes. You can buy shoes at a low price. Wait until the market goes up. Sell your shoes at a profit price. And this is what people do. People fail to understand that you don't have to do a lot to make money. You can just get some capital. Obviously, there's just not only one way to get capital, but you can get your own capital, buy something, sell it at a profit price, do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, until you're earning more and more. But then, this is why we're here, to explain to you how this could be easy for you.
And let me just get it back to the ticket reselling hustle.
Okay.
Like imagine if you can buy a ticket for $200, right?
Yeah.
And sell it for $600.
Yeah.
That's like 400% profit margin. And people are actually buying this. You know why? You know why people are buying it? Because most people who like, let's say who goes to see the World Cup, one thing I noticed is they buy tickets for the group stages that they are sure of.
Yeah.
And then when it goes to the round of 16 and they see their team qualifies and they don't have ticket, so they start hustling for ticket.
Yeah.
And there is where the demand comes from.
The demand comes.
Yeah, and the price is huge. Just imagine if you can make like $400 per ticket. Let's say you have 100 tickets, bro.
You put them for $200.
Bro, that's like $40,000, bro, for 100 tickets.
I mean, and this is how a duration of what, 3 weeks?
4 weeks? Yeah.
But I mean, going back to the same thing, reselling, and you're talking about how you make your money.
Yeah.
Can you explain to them what you meant about demand? Because some people might just think, oh, let me just buy this ticket, and when I go there, I'm gonna make $600. Can you explain to them why the price went up to $600? Not in terms of football, but in terms of just how reselling works.
I can say like most people, they didn't buy tickets, right?
Yeah.
So most tickets were already sold out.
Okay.
I remember even if there was only one place where
you could buy tickets,
and then you go to that place, they put like a speaker, you hear like tickets are over, right?
Yeah.
And then there are people outside there who wants to buy ticket. So if you have a physical ticket, you can resell.
Yeah.
And actually, just reselling physical ticket, maybe you have 1, 2, or 10 tickets, it's actually, you're actually considered a small fish. Because I actually find out that a lot of people, they have big companies that they're reselling online too.
Yeah.
So they scooped like all the tickets, and then there's no any more tickets, so you can just go and buy online. So you'll find a $200 tickets, which goes for 600, 800. I mean, super profits.
Yeah. But the other concept that you have to understand that just because we're saying you can just buy a ticket and go sell it doesn't mean that's going to work. There could be demand. There has to be demand for the tickets. As you said, it's because people didn't have their round of 16 tickets. But then for you to understand, I could buy this watch at a low price, expecting it to go sell for a higher price. But then something might happen and the price might go down.
Yeah,
so obviously, in everything that you do, you have to do your own homework. I mean, before we started this podcast, we did our own homework.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of doing your own research. We understood that if we bought tickets, we were gonna sell them at a higher price because we knew there was gonna be demand. So just make sure whatever you do, the demand's there. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. It won't work.
Yeah. And also one thing, like, you make profit when you buy something, not when you sell.
Okay.
So even if someone is buying tickets, you have to make sure like you buy at a very low price, so that when you want to sell, it will be like very, very easy for you to make a profit.
Yeah, that's very true. That's one of the ways, to be fair, you could make money. I think it's one of the it's considered actually one of the easiest ways you could make money is just reselling. But I'm in a room right now and I just thought of something. We're in this room right now, and if we're not using this room, we could rent out this room. And I mean, it's my own room, so if I rented out this place for, let's say, $30 a day,
Okay.
and obviously I do my own homework depending on the area, I could calculate how many people could come per month. I could be generating an income. So let's just dive in this renting out a room. Can you just tell them what I actually mean?
Actually, I think what people have to know is, actually here we're talking about real estate, housing. You know, first of all, you should know like paying rent and housing is one of the basic human needs. We have housing, we have clothing, and we have food.
Yeah.
Those are the first things that someone will think of to spend money on before anything
else.
You have your money, you will think of eating, dressing up, and somewhere to live. So you can make a lot of money like renting out your room, right? For example, not everyone wants to get a big house, right? You can actually do it as a side hustle for renting out rooms. Let's say I have a house, right? Or you have a house, a 2-bedroom apartment, right?
Okay.
And maybe you're not using the other one.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can just list it, let's say on platforms like Airbnb, on Booking.com, on Expedia. You can list it for like $30 a day as an extra room. So you can list it as a room in a shared house, right?
Yeah.
And then people will book, bro. People will book for a month. And there you are, like you're making $30 a day of income. I don't know, maybe it's your house, or maybe you have rented a house. So you might just find yourself like, okay, someone else is paying for your rent.
For your own rent.
Yeah.
So the money that you're supposed to pay for the rent, you could use it for something else.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of the side hustles. Also, maybe if you want, you can do it as a proper business. You can have 5 properties, 10 properties. You might be building them, or maybe you might be renting them out and then renting out to other people.
I mean, can I stop you there? You're talking about renting out a place, right?
Yeah.
I think people might be confused on what do you mean when you say renting out a place? Because someone might say, I'd have the capital to build a house. Someone might say, I don't have the capital maybe to rent out a place. Or someone might have the capital to rent out a place. Can you just start on the renting out a place? What do you actually mean?
Okay, what I actually mean, for you to rent out a place,
Yeah.
first you must have a place.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's your place, or maybe you have rented a place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can rent it out as a room. So, and also like doing this business, in some places you might require some licenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, you have to check like where you live, like how the rules are. Yeah. We call it house hacking. Like you rent a house, a full house, then you rent some other rooms. So yeah, you can see a lot of people are doing it, bro. If you go on Airbnb, you'll find a lot of rooms People are renting. They're living in the other room and they're renting the other room. And they're making good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we say good money, it's just not good money. It's very good money. I mean,
it's good money. Like, imagine if you can make, let's say, okay, if you're renting a room, let's say for $20, right? For 30 days. Let's say you're fully booked for 30 days. You make $600, bro. Like, imagine you make $600 for the house that is not even yours. And that's passive income, bro.
Yeah.
You're making passive income on someone's house and you're still living in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna help you like to live rent free.
And just to add on, as we said before, the reseller part, you have to do your homework before you do anything. You have to do your research. But then at the same time, you could generate a lot of income by just getting a place, just renting it out. And the good thing is, Airbnb never ends. I mean, as a country, we're in Tanzania right now. There's tourists coming. It doesn't matter about tourists. We have people inside that want to go to another place. It's mainly about how you put your house. Obviously, how your house has to be good looking. You can't just put a house and just, rent it. I'm going to put an Airbnb. Do your homework, go Airbnb, see what other people are doing. And for people that are failing to understand, Airbnb is the house that you see on Airbnb is not just put by Airbnb. There's people that list their houses on Airbnb so that people can come rent. So it means Airbnb makes money through the service fee, right? And you make your money when people rent out the place. And we're speaking from experience, it's something that generates a lot of income. But then as we said, you have to do your own homework. But then one thing is, I might not have the capital to start. Can you explain to me, if I don't have the capital, what's another way I could make money using BNB?
If you don't have capital, there are a lot of ways to get capital. And if you're investing, the best way to invest, bro, is not to use your own money. The best way to invest is like to use other people's money.
Yes.
Like you can get a loan from a bank, from your friends, from your family, just to start the business. Yeah, it's very easy to do that. Like if you are a trustworthy person, if people can trust you, they can give you money, right? Yeah. So if you have all the qualities to get a loan, you can get a loan and do it.
Speaking about being trustworthy, as I was talking about getting capital, there's some people that might not get access to what we were talking about. I could explain to you how you could generate income by not having capital. I'll give you an example. I have this room, right? And I want to rent it out.
Okay.
But I'm a student in the UK. But then I still have this room free.
Okay.
So how am I going to get income as a student? Okay. Obviously, I wanted to rent it out. But then what's the problem? I'm in the UK. Okay. So what I could do is, someone who's trustworthy, get them to manage my place.
Okay.
Make sure people are checking in properly, checking out, everything is set properly. So this is coming to my point where you don't need capital to get into the business. So I could use Musa and ask Musa to look after this place at a certain percent. The percentage that you'll be getting will be the revenue that I'm getting. That means you're eating and I'm eating the same food. So generally, you just have to be a hustler. Have the right mindset. Go at people's houses. There's a lot of rich people are just building houses, but there's no one to manage their houses. So just find opportunities. See someone who's just getting built. Find out. You just have to be a hustler. Obviously, we're doing all of this. We're not just sleeping around, and we have to wake up in the morning. We have to go about, hustle, look what opportunities we can do. What can we do? So as a person who don't have income or you don't have the capital, just try and manage first. You put the money aside, or as Musa said, after that you're going to be trustworthy. You could ask your boss or the guy who you're managing the house. You could get the capital to get your own BNB and start making money.
Or you can just go maybe to a landlord. Most landlords, they don't even know that Airbnb exists, right?
Yeah.
So what they do, they rent their place monthly for 200% less than what you could get on Airbnb, right?
Okay.
Also, another way, if you don't have capital to do it, you can go to someone who has a house and you can convince them. Maybe you can draft out a business plan for Airbnb, like, okay, I'll get your house, right? And I can rent it short term and I can charge this amount so that you can get a lot more rent than renting long term.
Yeah.
And most people who rent their houses like long term, first of all, they get small money, And because people will be living there full time, the house gets destroyed easily.
Yeah.
And when you do it for short term, so it's gonna be like a very good deal for the landlord if you don't have money. But if you have money, you can just approach the landlord and you can say, okay, I'm gonna pay you rent for 1 year, and then I'm gonna use your house for business purpose.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be renting it out. As long as you have enough money and you offer him a good deal, no one can say no. Because most people don't pay for 1 year rent. Most people pay for 3 months, 6 months.
So what we're saying is, just make sure, just get on the grind, know your opportunities, know your doing, right?
Yeah. The most important thing, you need to understand. Before you put your money like in this business, you need to understand the business. You need to understand fully. So maybe you can get a mentor, or you can just research online. You know, most staffs right now.
I mean, wait. They don't have to get a mentor or anything. They could text or DM, make your own destiny, and we're there to. I mean, it's not only this going to be this one episode. There could be other episodes that you could just learn on how to get into B&B properly. So as we said, everything is just for free. All we're asking for you is just follow, like, subscribe, share us to your friends, and you could be earning literally free education that you don't get to universities, you don't get in school.
Because most of the stuff that we talk about here
are not taught in school.
Exactly.
And we're doing it for free.
For free.
It's just for free.
For free. So yeah, let us know like what you think of Airbnb. Are you doing it, or you've done it, or do you think it's a good way or it's a bad way? I don't know. Just comment.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about that.
What's your
About that
experience
hassle.
with it? Or as a customer, what do you think when you went to Airbnb? What do you think they were doing wrong? Because you could say in the comment, and someone who's doing B&B could take it as a way to learn. I mean, we're all here to learn. We're all here to grow. And we're all here to make our own destinies. So,
As the
something like
podcast
that.
says, man, make your own destiny.
Talk.
Like no one will come and do it for you, bro. If you don't do it, yeah, you're bro. So let's talk about another way that you can make money. And being a social media influencer. What do you think about being a social media influencer? How can you make money by being a social media influencer? Because a lot of people right now are actually creating content online.
Yeah.
And they're called influencers. And why are they called influencers? Because they influence people. So they have an influence over a certain topic.
Yeah.
And they make money. How do they make money? How can you make money just by having influence?
I mean, I think people underestimate social media. People make big banks in social media. For instance, in our country, we can see a lot of people, TikTok, Instagram, posting. They have a lot of followers.
Okay.
They have a lot of likes, but then no one's really using them as effectively as they could. For example, they could actually promote other brands on their social medias, because every day brands are looking to grow.
Okay.
So for brands looking to grow, they have to get other customers come buy from them, right? I'll give you a simple example. Let's say Boohoo, right?
Okay.
You have a certain influence on the specific social media. It could be TikTok, it could be Instagram. And you come to them, you tell them, this is what I'm going to offer. Give me a discount code, or give me this, or give me that. When you get all of this, you get a commission out of this. You don't do this for free.
Okay.
So that means having your own social media, doing something for fun that you like, makes your own money. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that means you don't really need to work hard. You could be doing your 9 to 5, you could be doing your other side hustles, but the main thing is you're making money on the side. But what do you think about it? I mean, I've said what I think about social media in a brand perspective.
Yeah.
What's other ways you can make money for social media?
If you are an influencer, right, it means like what you do is create content online. And from what I know, like content creators, there are a lot of content creators.
Yeah.
Like content creators comes in different shapes and
Okay.
different sizes. Whatever you might think of, like okay, let's say you like plants, you like trees.
Yeah.
You can start creating content about trees. You can start educating people about trees. So as long as what you're talking about has value, you're providing value,
Yeah.
trust me, like you'll find a lot of people who are just like you, who have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For example, you're talking about trees, right?
Yeah.
Every day you're talking about flowers and trees. If you have an audience, let's say you have managed to amaze, let's say 100,000 people, you can make money out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get people who want to advertise products, their own products that has something to do with your niche.
Yeah.
Right? People can come and start, okay, man, since we're talking about trees, can you please, let's say, let's say a fertilizer company can come to you, right, and say, okay, when you're talking about trees, can you please recommend our fertilizers?
Yeah.
And they can pay you, understand? So you can talk about anything. Okay, there are influencers, let's say, who they're talking about cars.
Yeah.
Every single day, someone is talking about cars. You might find, let's say, a petrol station might come to you, or someone who sells
Spare parts
can come to you, since you have audience, and your audience come to you and listen to you because of the car advice that you offer.
Okay.
So yeah, you can make a lot of money doing that. Also, not just getting brand deals from other people. Actually, I think the best way to make money as an influencer is not depending on other people to bring you brand deals. You can also sell your own products. You can create a product that has to do with the niche that you're talking about. Let's say you're talking about cars. The way to monetize your audience is you're a car influencer. You can sell, let's say, you can sell t-shirt merchandise. You'll be amazed like how many people will buy. Also, you are sharing your content. Let's say you're sharing your content on YouTube or on Instagram or on Facebook.
Yeah.
Those platforms, they need content creators. They need influencers for the platform to work. So they pay influencers. Because also like a lot of companies go on those platforms, they pay to advertise.
Yeah.
So those ads that companies pay for, they will appear in your content. If you're an influencer, they'll appear in your videos.
Yeah.
And so you get a cut out of that ad revenue.
I mean, jumping back, you're talking about selling your own merchandise, selling your own clothing brand. Someone right now, a viewer might be thinking, I don't have the money. I can't buy it. I can't sell my product. I can simply explain a way that you could actually make money without spending any money. Have you heard of print on demand?
Yeah. I think I've heard about that concept.
So print on demand does not require you to spend any money. Let's say, for example, I have an idea, right? No, not even an idea. We were talking about plants, right?
Yeah.
So let's say my niche obviously knows about plants. So I'm talking about plants, right?
Yeah.
I could actually have my own design. Go to print on demand. Tell them I want you guys to make me these type of t-shirts or these type of hoodies or any type of clothing brand that you want, right?
Yeah.
What they do is they create what you want and they transport the products to the customer without you paying any single penny. So that means you make your money after you make your sale and you pay them after you make your sale. I mean, not necessarily you don't really pay them because they already took their own money. So that means you're making money by not spending money. So as you're talking about social media, I think that's one of the other easiest ways to monetize your audience, right?
Yeah.
I mean, also speaking about that, let's say I don't have a design. I know about trees, but I don't have a design. Print on demand offers you unique designs for you to actually sell your clothing brand. So, I mean, guys, there's a lot of ways to make money.
Yeah.
And we're here to cover that for you guys. We're here to talk about it. We're here to explain to you. We're here to educate you. But yeah, that's an easy way to make money, don't you think?
Exactly. Like let's say you want to sell t-shirts. So what you're gonna do is you can just go on any platform that offers print on demand. Let's say you can go to Printful, right? You can just go there, create your t-shirt, create your design, right? And then you put it on the platform, right? You don't have to pay anything at the beginning, right? You only pay when someone buys a product. When someone buys a product, the company that offers you that print on demand service will go, they will print your t-shirt, they will take their cut and they will deposit your cut. So they only print the t-shirt after you make a sale.
Yeah.
So you can do that starting with $0, but you don't need any money to do that. So having no money should not be an excuse
For you to not be rich.
Yeah. So there are actually like 3 ways that you can start with zero capital. Yeah, you might say like, okay, you need a phone, of course. You need internet. Yeah, but those are minor things. You have internet anyways. You have internet, you have a phone, you're just scrolling on Instagram.
You're just wasting your money spending on TikToks.
Oh my God. Wasting your money, wasting your time. Yeah, you can do some of this side hustles like print on demand.
I mean, talking about TikToks, scrolling down on TikToks, the people that they see on TikToks don't really post just for fun. Most percentage that people post on TikTok is to make money off TikTok. So instead of you just sitting down on your phone, just scrolling, you could be the person that posts on TikTok to make money off TikTok. You could be the other percent, not just be the percent that's just scrolling down TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Yeah.
And mind you, people, like there are a lot of niches that you can be an influencer. Like anything you like that you're passionate about and you like talking about it, yeah, you can be an influencer. You can have an authority on that topic. Bro, there are influencers like, okay, a lot of people know Salt Bay.
Yeah.
Salt Bay, you know, that guy who does like
On the steak.
Yeah, on the steak.
Wait, I have a question. Would you let him feed you the steak in your mouth?
It depends. You know, when he feeds people, he wears clothes.
No. That's not the point, though. As a man, are you gonna let him feed you?
First of all, if I go to Salt Bay restaurant, I know like everything is overpriced there. The meat that I can get for $2 down the street, when you go to his restaurant, you pay $200 just because he does
No.
stuff.
Can you just explain to them why the meat on the street is $2 and the meat at Salt Bay is $200? Apart from him doing all of this, this came with him being unique to do this. But then, can you explain why it's $200? I mean, that's $198 difference.
So there are a lot of things that are involved in pricing. You know, there are a lot of stuff that determine price. Right?
Okay.
Such as demand and supply, right? Yeah, like price mainly determined by demand and supply. But Salt Bay, the guy who has his own sprinkling, I don't know, seasoning, using his hand. I think he has mastered the art of marketing.
Yes.
And branding. You know, people buy that meat for $400 just because of Salt Bay, just because of him.
Yeah.
And people know him because he's an influencer.
Yeah.
Like he creates content and posts them online.
Yeah.
Like you can see, like he always hang out with celebrities like Lionel Messi, like David Beckham. So he also sells his food to celebrities. So he don't just sell food; he also sell like it's a bit of like a lifestyle. So he has branded himself like this is a luxury restaurant. That's why people pay more. For example, this iPhone, you'll be surprised what the cost of making this iPhone. It's probably they spend like $200 to make it, but they sell it more than $1,000. Why? Because of branding and marketing. They have marketed it as a luxury brand.
Yeah.
So even if you go to Salt Bay restaurant, he has a golden steak, a steak covered in gold.
It's gold. It's not even gold. It's gold plated.
Gold plated, yeah, gold plated. So because he's so good at branding and he's so good at influencing, and he has the influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he charges a lot of money for his products.
So for the people watching, I mean, all you have to do is know how to brand yourself. Don't just post on social media for the sake of just posting. Use social media as a place that you could be making money off. Go do your homework. Go see how someone like Salt Bay grew from just selling normal meat to selling $600 steak, which could just buy on the street for like $10. So I mean, it's just all about branding.
And the most important thing about being an influencer, like you have to be authentic. You have to be authentic and you have to be trustworthy, so that you can gain people who will want to look at you, who will want to listen to you. If you're not authentic, no one will want to watch you.
Yeah.
You just ruin everything. Yeah, and there are a lot of ways that you can market this hustle. Because you're a social media influencer, so you can use social media to market it. You can use word to word, or you can use some other traditional ways like to market yourself.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, yeah, this is a very lucrative business. There are a lot of people who are influencers. Like Kylie Jenner, she's a billionaire just because she has influence. I remember one of these days when she released her first product.
Yeah.
It was sold out just in 24 hours. That's the influence. It's a very, very huge influence.
I get it. So I believe when it comes to social media, there's a lot of ways you can make money. We talked about branding yourself like Salt Bay, to becoming a big influencer, to charge a meat that's worth $10, $600. We talked about how you can print on demand, you can sell your own merchandise to people who your audience sell something about trees, or let's say the cars that you're talking about. But also apart from that, you can sell your course. You can when you talk about selling course, I'll give you an example. 2020 was a very, very bad year for everyone. Most people have lost some loved ones. It was during the COVID-19. So most things that were done physically had to be done online.
Okay.
There are people who are gym addicts.
Okay.
Some people who really love gym, but can't go gym. So what happened was, some people used the disaster as an opportunity.
Okay.
Personal trainers who used to train, I actually read it somewhere, someone who was like, oh, I can't just be doing this. So he relied on making money as a personal trainer. He sat down and realized that now I'm just at home, I won't be making any income. What he decided to do is use the same audience that he had in the gym and create an online course, like a Zoom call, where you have to pay to join, so that he can do the same stuff that he was doing in the gym, but just online. So, and the people that are outside that are personal trainers, oh no, you don't have to be a personal trainer, like as of right now, but you know that you like gym and you bang gym, you can just have a certain audience. You can start with your friends. Just tell your friends, you know, everything starts with your friends. Your friends should support you. So you can start with an online course where people pay you, as I said, to be a personal trainer. So when I say start with your friends, if you start with your friends, the word of mouth will grow. So you come from this place, and you could also, as you say, market your brand, right?
Okay.
So you could market your personal training into a point where people just come to your social media right now just to book because they're seeing what work you're doing. So I think this is another easy way to make money. I mean, most people who are rich right now made money of things that they like doing, right? It's not necessarily that you like doing, but it's something that you see as a hobby. For example, Airbnb. Someone who get into Airbnb is someone who likes real estate, right?
Yeah.
So as a personal trainer, if you like personal training, don't just limit yourself to physical. There are people online who are looking for personal trainers right now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, take that opportunity and create your own course, create your own Zoom calls, create your own audience, and start personal training online and make some more money.
Yeah.
I mean, every few bucks count, right?
Yeah. Actually, talking about personal training, like myself,
Okay.
I've actually paid someone to train me. Right? Yeah, because okay. Let's say I want to have a big body, I want to have big muscles. So what am I gonna do? Am I gonna listen to you? You don't have any muscle, right?
Yeah.
So I can find someone who has reached where I want to be. Okay, let's say if I want to be a bodybuilder, I can find a bodybuilder who is doing gym every day, and I can tell him, hey man, can you train me? Of course, he will charge me a fee. Like that's how they make money.
That's
how
the
they
reality,
make money.
man.
But if you do it online, there's a difference. Like you can do it physically one-on-one, or you can do it online. You know, if you do it online, it means you can train a lot of people at one time. But if you do it physically, you'll be limited. You'll be limited because you have to train very few people. But if you're doing it online, okay, let's say if you have a course, a fitness course, yeah, you can make a lot of money. And I actually had a friend, and this guy he made a lot of money.
Okay.
The only thing that he was doing, he was teaching people how to lose weight. He was helping people how to lose weight. So what he actually did, he was fat himself. He was very, very fat guy. So he started going to the gym, he started eating well. And I think it took him like one year, and he lost like 50 kgs.
Okay.
So after losing 50 kg, and he was documenting his journey every day, his journey about losing weight.
So as you said, being authentic.
Yeah, being authentic. He was documenting it on social media. So for him, I don't know if he really had that goal, like, okay, one day I'm gonna get paid for this. But when people saw that he's losing weight, people saw that progress. People started asking him questions like, man, how did you do it?
So he took that as an opportunity.
Yeah, he took it as an opportunity. So he created a cause, like, okay, if you want to do, you'll be doing this kind of exercises, you have to eat this kind of food. So he created a package, and then he was selling it.
Yeah.
Well, until now, I was talking to him like 2 months ago. He had already sold his course to like 1,000 people. Like 1,000 people.
And let's say he's charging $10 per person. That means he's made at least $10,000
Yeah, bro. Like,
off social media.
Yeah. You know, and the funny thing, like the guy made a lot of money, and then he forgot about gymming, he forgot about exercise, and he gained weight again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
But-
very crazy.
That it's literally, I think it's just simple. You just have to find what you think is right for you. We've mentioned a lot of ways how to make money.
Yeah.
You don't have to use every way to make money. Look at something that you think, this is for me.
Yeah.
I might say gym is not for me, to prefer to be a personal trainer, but I might look at Airbnb and saying this business is looking good for me, or I might look at Airbnb and say this is not for me. But moving forward on how other ways to make money, what was your favorite subject in school?
Economics.
Economics. And did you like the subject, right?
Yeah, I love economics
And were you good at the subject?
so much.
So, for people who are watching, I mean, Musa's favorite subject was economics. I do not agree. I personally did not like economics, especially when it comes to drawing the graphs. That was not for me. The only thing that I knew was supply and demand. But when it comes to drawing graphs, hey, take me out. But, so for people who are watching, let's say your favorite subject was economics, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're done with that right now.
Yeah.
As a teenager, you're growing up. Everyone has their own favorite subject. There's no way you go to school, you don't have a favorite subject. You can use that favorite subject that you like to make money off it. How? You can make money off becoming an online tutor. You can do this by just literally teaching people what you know. So that means, Musa, I don't like economics.
Yeah.
I want someone to teach me. Let's say no one's offering, the only way I could think about is online. If I go online and search for online tutoring for economics, and Musa comes up, Musa's going to be making money off it. So it's just another simple way to be making money as a teenager. Or you don't have to be a teenager. It could be anyone who has a favorite subject or a subject that you know that you really like and then you know you're good at, to provide value with it. I mean, what do you think about that? That making money off a subject that you like?
I think that's the best thing that you can do. Like, when you do something you love,
Okay.
first of all, it doesn't feel like work.
Okay.
Like, your life will be so easy because you'll be doing something that you enjoy doing. So you'll be doing it anyways. If I enjoy doing something, if I have a hobby,
Yeah.
economics is like my hobby.
Okay.
So I can just sit here and talk about economic stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can talk about economic stuff all day, and I'll have fun and I'll enjoy. So imagine someone tells me, like, on top of you enjoying, on top of you talking about something you love, you can get paid. Listen, I can actually do it for free without getting paid. So if you add some money on top of it,
It's
man,
just a bonus.
yeah, it's a bonus and it's so good for me. I won't feel like it's work.
So, I mean, if someone told me about making money off a subject that I love some time back, I would love to do that. But then, that's what we're here to tell you, to teach you, to educate you.
So another way that you can make money is by being a personal stylist or a fashion consultant.
Okay.
Like, there are literally a lot of people who have money and they're ready to pay, but they dress like like, you can see someone having dresses like, man, you don't know how to dress. And actually, that thing has shortcoming, because I have a story.
Okay.
This guy, he actually lives in the countryside. He's a very, very wealthy guy. Like, he's worth billions. But the thing is, he dresses like like, he don't know how to dress. He's always like just buying stuff, random stuff, and dressing. So until people call him, people who are superstitious, they call him a witch. They say, hey man, you are rich because that guy is rich because maybe he killed his daughter, he did this. Just because people will judge you depending on how you dress. That's the first thing. Before you even speak, people will look like, this guy, this is the way he dresses. They will judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So we need personal stylists. So what do you think? How can you make money by being a personal stylist?
I mean, we talked about doing something that you love, right?
Yeah.
For someone to get into fashion has to love something. As a human, no one's perfect.
Yeah.
I could be very good at making money. When it comes to my styling, as you said, he's making a lot of money. But when it comes to meeting, let's say, someone else, that person could look at him like, this is some poor guy, right?
Yeah.
But then, when you look at social media influencers, when you look at artists, most of these rich people have stylists. And there's demand in styling, because you don't necessarily have to have the clothes that you're talking about, or the clothes you want to style someone.
Okay.
to style someone, right? I'll give you a simple example, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a couple Instagram pages I come across here. This is what they do, right?
Okay.
They post head to toe how you're gonna dress up.
Okay.
And they source the clothes for you, they dress you, but at a certain price, right? So clearly, they don't have the clothes that you're posting, but yet, as a stylist, as someone who loves fashion, they already posted of what someone could look like. And obviously, that's just a teaser. When you go into it, they have more types of styling they could style you, right? So if you're out there, you love fashion, you love styling people, you don't have to have the clothes, you don't have to have the money. Just post what you think is going to look good on someone. And as everything's about branding. Brand what you're talking about. There'll be people coming about wanting to wear what you're talking about. Or there'll be people coming to you saying, what other styles have you got in mind? And what do you think of this? As you said, getting paid for something that you love. I mean, that's crazy, man.
I remember the other day we were talking about this famous artist. You were telling me, oh, this girl, she's an artist. Yeah, you're talking about Zuchu, right? So, talking about having a personal stylist.
Yeah.
So this other day you showed me a picture of Zuchu and you are laughing at her. You're like, she's a very big artist, but she dresses like she dresses like 3-year-old baby. Like, I don't know, maybe she dresses herself, or maybe she doesn't have a personal stylist, like someone that can brand her based on her image. Yeah. I
mean, jokes aside, yeah. As an artist, I believe every artist has their own unique taste, right?
Yeah.
But then you have to look at yourself saying, this is the value that I bring in the society.
Okay.
Because if you dress up like a 3-year-old kid, 3-year-olds are gonna look at you and be happy with you, but then the people at a certain age are gonna look at you and saying, what are you, like, you're doing something wrong. So as we said, you could be good at singing, but then you're not good at dressing. So there's demand everywhere. You just have to find the right people at the right time to make sure you're doing what you're doing right. Talking about Zuchu, yeah, to be fair, that was not it. The way she was dressing was not it. So
yeah. And,
I believe
not one time, a lot of times. So if Zuchu, maybe you're listening. If you're listening, please.
By the way, I love your music, but it's just that I don't love the way you style yourself.
Yeah. You dress like that needs to change, right?
It really did. It really does. Jokes aside, though, I love your music.
Yeah,
so if you're watching this, you can like and subscribe.
As you say, someone can be so good at music.
Yeah.
Someone can be so good at communicating, but you can be at fashion. It's not a bad thing. If you're not good at something, most people, what they do, if you're not good at something, you outsource it. You make someone do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can have a stylist. Let's say they'll style you like the whole week. Like this whole week, you're gonna wear this and this and this based on this event and this event and this event. That's gonna free your time.
And do you know what's so good about that is, obviously we're talking about the country we're in, Tanzania, Zuchu, as an artist in Tanzania. But you don't have to, if you're a stylist, you're not limited. There's unlimited places you can go. And you don't have to style physically. You were talking about how personal stylists and everything, like someone might be whack at something, but then is good at something else, right? I mean, at the same time, not everyone can do everything at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Some people require assistance.
Yeah.
I mean, what we are used to is having a PA, right?
Yeah.
And we're used to having a physical PA, like someone who's with us, like in the other office, that's our personal assistant. But maybe you guys didn't know that you can just become a virtual assistant online, because there's some rich people that require assistance online for you to just go through books, go through their schedule, go through their invoices, what they have to pay, what dinner they have to go to, what day they have to go to. And all this is just online, bear in mind. Yeah. So you can just do it as a side hustle. And it's literally just doing small stuff. You just sit on the computer, you're just writing down what someone has to do in the next couple minutes, the next day, you just have to plan out their schedule. What do you think of virtual assistant?
Like talking about being a virtual assistant, I have a friend, right?
Okay.
Who is a virtual assistant here. Like he lives in Europe. That's the only job that he does, like being a virtual assistant. But for him now, it's kind of different. So, like the assistant that he's doing is just like to follow up people's orders.
Okay.
To reply to people's emails on behalf of a company. Like let's say the company has shipped an order to someone, and someone messages them asking for their order.
Yeah.
So that guy, what he does, just like talking to those people as an assistant. So what the company does, they outsource to other people, those kind of jobs, because okay, let's say most companies like to find virtual assistants from, let's say, the Philippines, Thailand, Africa, right? Most American companies, because they can pay someone from the Philippines very less wage compared to what they can pay to someone in the US,
Yes.
right? So they outsource the job to third world countries or second world countries so that they can reduce their cost.
But I mean, speaking about, you talked about paying less. Bear in mind, maybe some people might think about just more money. The money that they're saying is less in America. When it comes to a country like Tanzania, if you convert the money, or if you go Philippines, convert the money, it's still good money. And bear in mind, we're not telling you that this is just money you could be hustling every day for. This could be just a side hustle. You could be earning an extra income. And I think I should just outline this, that everything that we're talking about can start small to a larger scale. Example, we talked about having an Airbnb business, right?
Yeah.
Having one house.
Yeah.
If people see you as trustworthy, that could not just be the only house. Rich people could give you their house for you to do Airbnb, for you to get revenue off the Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
Being a personal stylist, you could create a company off just by starting small, going big, right?
Yeah, good.
Being a virtual assistant, you can become a virtual assistant starting small, going big. You can just have your own company with virtual assistants. All you have to do is generate income off them. So you can start off a small scale to go to a larger scale. I think that's what people have to understand as well.
Yeah, and the best thing, like, okay, like one piece of advice that I can give to people.
Okay.
Like, before you choose what business model you want to pursue, first of all, you have to make sure like your business model is scalable. How scalable it is. Okay, let's say you want to become a barber, right? Or you want to become, let's say, a driver.
Yeah.
They're good jobs, like they're good hustles, but they're not scalable, right? Like they're limited. Like you can only barb one person at a time.
Yeah.
Like let's say in a whole day, maybe you can barb, I don't know, 10 people, 15 people.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot scale about that. So like when you're choosing a business model, make sure like you can scale, like it's super scalable. Like you can accommodate a lot of people at one time. Like that's what differentiates someone who is making, let's say, $200 a day and someone who's making $10,000 a day.
Fair enough.
Like the best business is the one that you can scale. You can scale like
Yeah.
a lot of people in one time. And the best thing is that with the help of internet, it's very easy
For you to scale.
to scale your business. Whatever it is, whether it's consulting or whether it's being an influencer, you can scale it. So another way that I want to explain that someone can use that way to make money is through freelancing.
Okay.
Yeah, like freelancing. Actually, there are a lot of platforms online that you can do freelancing. Okay, like freelancing is like is a type of hustle. Like you'll be self-employed and then you'll be going online.
Yeah.
Maybe offline too, like to find gigs. But right now, with the development of the internet, it's very easy to go online and get clients. So let's say you have a skill. Let's say you know how to create websites, you're a graphic designer, or you know how to run ads to do marketing, or you know how to write copies, email copies, or you know how to provide customer service. You can just go online. Let's say you can go on freelancing platforms such as Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer.com. You can go there, create a listing, a special listing that, hey guys, I know how to create websites. I can create for you, let's say, landing pages. I can create for you a 5-page responsive website, and you list your price. There are a lot of people on those platforms who are doing it. So if you go there and you have the right offer, with time you can make a lot of money doing that.
So you basically just have to have a certain skill set to offer.
Yeah. You must have a skill set which is valuable, which is in demand, which people are willing to pay you to offer that service to them.
So talking about the skill set that you're talking about, for example, that you talked about web designing, talked about graphic designing, skill set to have to offer.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you guys might be thinking that I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. Funny enough, you can go on YouTube and just learn right now, just 2-3 clicks. Instead of wasting your time scrolling through TikTok, you can literally go on YouTube to learn that skill set and make money off it.
In the age that we are, we are so lucky to be alive at this age. Like everything you need to learn is free. Yeah, you can learn it for free on YouTube. You can learn it anywhere on social media because people have already posted, have already explained how to do stuff, right? Or if you have some extra money, you can buy a course from someone to learn. Or if you know someone who is doing it, you can go to them. They can teach you.
Yeah, and speaking about that, I mean, put it the other way around. You could be the person who's creating that content for people and making money off them, because instead of you looking for content such as like learning how to graphic design, you could learn how to do graphic designing, and in the future you could be the one posting, create your online course, make money off it. So you can just see that it's simple steps that you have to go through to start making big banks. You just can't jump from one step to another. I mean, what a time to be alive, to be fair.
You can make a lot of money doing that.
So just know that you have to have that skill set. And that skill set, you don't have to have it. No one was born knowing the skill set. They learnt. You can learn for free. I mean, we're giving that information right now for free. And there's people providing information for free on how to learn. And, I mean, that's an easy way to put it out.
Like, with that being said, there's no excuse, bro. Like, there's no excuse.
We've literally mentioned a lot of ways how to make money. I mean, comment down below what you think or other ways you think you can make money, because the main point is for us to all grow. I'm not perfect, I don't know everything, but I'm trying my best to outline everything so that other people can make money as a side hustle, or you can make that side hustle to your main incoming stream. I mean, we've outlined a lot of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, it's true. Like it's better to receive feedback from the people.
Yeah.
Like if you can comment other ways, or if you need like more ways, because there are hundreds of ways,
thousands
of making money that we can explain in the podcast. Maybe we can do a part 2, we can do a part 3.
Comment down below what you think. And all we're asking from you guys is just to like, comment, subscribe, share to your friend, follow our pages. There's more to come.
Yeah. We'll be sharing value every week for free. So
I mean, before moving on, I've got quick 10-fire questions for you.
Okay.
Just for the fans to know what's going on with Musa.
Okay.
So it's just quick. I just want quick, no thinking. Okay. Straight 5 seconds, yeah?
Okay.
So, money or happiness?
Happiness. Yeah.
Love or friendship?
Love.
Cats or dogs?
What?
Cats or dogs?
Oh, I'm a cat person.
Okay. Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Morning or evening?
Morning. I'm a morning person, yeah.
FIFA or NBA?
FIFA. I don't even I don't even know what they're doing.
Social time or alone time?
Alone time.
Morning or evening?
Morning.
Street smart or book smart?
That's tricky. Street smart.
Street smart.
Yeah.
This is the place where we might argue. Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi, straight up.
Guys, the podcast is going to end here because this guy does not know who the best player in the world is. Clearly, he has no knowledge of football because Ronaldo is the GOAT.
What do you mean?
Ronaldo is the GOAT.
Messi has a World Cup, bro. What does Ronaldo have? Messi has a World Cup. He's the best of all time. Like Ronaldo is like a little crybaby to Messi.
Okay.
Yeah, don't mind me. He has done
Listen.
He has done nothing.
Listen.
You should compare Ronaldo to Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
What?
Yeah. Or you can compare
Get
Ronaldo to
out.
Mbappe. But not to Messi. Messi, you cannot compare.
Do you know what, guys? I'm not gonna speak too much about this. I just want you guys to comment down below who you think your GOAT is. Is it Ronaldo or is it Messi?
We know the answer. It's Messi.
We'll hear from the people, from the viewers.
Yeah. I know the people.
We shall see what they're going to say. But it's been a productive episode. I hope you guys have learnt a thing or two. I mean, this is just the start. Just talking about ways how to generate income as a side hustle. Bear in mind, just because we said it doesn't mean it's just going to happen. You have to do your own homework. You have to do your own research. But we've just outlined easy ways you could just learn how to make money.
Yeah, so guys, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on all of our platforms. That we're gonna list them below. We're gonna provide all the links down below. And yeah. Just
Get ready
follow
for
us.
more content.
Yeah. So, what's the word of today, bro?
I mean, since it's ways how to make money,
Yeah.
I'm going to end off the podcast like this. That time really is just the money. So if you're not working right now, there's other person working, making millions. So get up right now and go get that money. I hope you enjoyed the video.